Breaking news. Hillary Clinton jabs at Vladimir Putin, saying, "Too bad, Vladimir," regarding NATO's expansion. In reference to Putin's opposition to NATO expansion on Tuesday, former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said, "Too bad, Vladimir. You have only yourself to blame." When Hillary Clinton returned to the State Department to see her official portrait unveiled, she also used the occasion to express her distaste for the policies of Republican former President Donald Trump, whom she had lost to in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Clinton implied that Trump's history of alienating allies raised questions about the U.S.'s ability to muster support for Ukraine to resist a Russian invasion in 2022. "They may have had doubts because we burned so many bridges with our allies and friends," she said to current and former officials in the agency's opulent Benjamin Franklin State Dining Room. It was previously believed to be extremely challenging to reinstate a foreign policy that attracts rather than repels people from the United States. "It was difficult, but we got it done," she said, praising Secretary of State Antony Blinken for his role in rehabilitating America's international reputation. Clinton claimed that her fellow Democrat, current U.S. President Joe Biden, pursued many of the Obama administration's priorities while he was vice president and she was the top U.S. diplomat. She said something to the effect of defending democracy in Ukraine, expanding NATO. "Just as an aside, too bad Vladimir, you brought it on yourself," which was met with laughter and applause. "We have always maintained that no one can be coerced into joining NATO. It's a free country, and people can and do choose to join NATO," she continued. Expanding NATO, facing down Russian aggression, and managing the challenges from China, Clinton said, "are what I see as common priorities for both Biden and Obama." The portrait, which featured her staring off into the distance against an enlarged American flag, was something she hadn't seen in a while, she joked. She cast a thoughtful glance at the crowd and said, "Between COVID, between not wanting to finish it during the prior administration," eliciting laughter. "And I expect to be just as taken aback as the rest of you." Arshad Muhammad in St. Paul, Minnesota, and Humaira Pamuk in Washington, D.C. contributed to this report, which was edited by Bill Burkrot. The trust principles of Thomson Reuters are our standards. Washington, D.C.-based senior foreign policy correspondent Humaira Pamuk. She writes about the U.S. Department of State and often goes on trips with the Secretary of State. During her 20 years at Reuters, she has covered the Arab Spring, the Syrian civil war, numerous Turkish elections, and the Kurdish insurgency in the southeast from bases in London, Dubai, Cairo, and Turkey. She was awarded the Knight Bagehot Fellowship at Columbia University's Graduate School of Journalism in 2017. She has a master's degree in European Union Studies and a bachelor's degree in International Relations. After the worst violence in years in the contested area, the main political party representing Serbs in northern Kosovo declared 3 days of mourning on Tuesday for people killed in a gun battle in a monastery with Kosovo police.